Welcome to Odd Sleepology. This is the Black Screen Edition, and in just a few moments, within the next 3 minutes, the screen will fade gently to a soft, restful black, because tonight, your eyes deserve the same peace as the rest of you. A completely dark room, a screen that asks nothing of you, is one of the most healing things you can give your nervous system tonight. And tonight, this session has a very specific purpose. Over the next 3 hours, you are going to be guided gently and completely into the deepest rest your body has felt in a very long time. We make these sessions for minds that carry more than most, for the brain that is still going, even now, even at this hour, even after everything the day asked of you. If this helps you, please subscribe. New sessions every week. This is for relaxation and sleep only, and is not a replacement for professional support. Now, lie down, close your eyes, let the screen fade, and allow this to begin. I want to start by saying something that you may not hear very often. There is nothing wrong with your brain. Nothing. The fact that you are here right now at this hour, still awake, still going, still turning things over, still unable to simply switch off the way other people seem to manage so effortlessly. That is not a flaw. It is not a failing. It is not evidence of anything broken in you. It is simply the particular way your mind works, the way it has always worked, fast and associative, and always finding the next thing before the current thing is finished. Always noticing, always processing, always connecting one thought to another, to another, to another, in a chain that doesn't have a natural off switch. You know this feeling. You have known it your whole life. The moment everything goes quiet around you, the moment external demands pause, even briefly, the brain fills the space immediately with something, with anything, with the conversation from this morning replayed, with the thing you should have said with the thing you did say, with tomorrow and everything it contains, with something you read 3 weeks ago that your brain has decided is relevant right now, at this hour, for reasons that are unclear, even to you, with the list that was never finished, with the feeling of being exhausted and wired at the same time, which makes no sense and also makes complete sense if you understand how your brain works, which you do better than anyone. And maybe traditional meditation hasn't worked for you. The instruction to simply clear your mind, to focus on only one thing, to sit in silence and to think of nothing. For a brain like yours, that can feel like being told to stop breathing and just not breathe for a while. So we are not doing that. Tonight, we are going to give your brain something to follow, a thread, a voice, a direction, because that is what a brain like yours actually needs. Not emptiness, not silence, not the impossible instruction to think of nothing, just something gentle, something that moves slowly enough that the brain can follow without having to work, without having to try. Just follow the way a river follows the ground beneath it, not because it is trying, just because that is the direction of least resistance. And tonight, this voice is that direction, so you don't have to. Stop thinking. You don't have to clear anything. You don't have to achieve anything. All that is required tonight is that you stay and follow, one word at a time, one breath at a time, which is something you can do, which is something you're already doing right now. And as you follow, something will begin to happen. Not dramatically, not all at once, just gradually. The brain will begin to slow, not because you forced it, not because you emptied it, but because you gave it something, just enough to hold on to, so it doesn't have to. Keep reaching for the next thing, and the next, and the next. It can just hold this, just follow this, just be here with this. And that is the beginning of rest for a brain like yours. Not silence, not emptiness, just this. just a voice, just a direction, just somewhere to put all that energy that has nowhere else to go right now. So here we are, you and your brain that won't stop, and a voice that isn't going anywhere for the next 3 hours. Let's begin. Notice for a moment how much you are holding, not just physically, though there is that too. The weight of the body pressing into the surface beneath you, the particular density of limbs that have been moving through a day, but something else as well, something less visible, less physical, but just as real. The weight of the thinking, the weight of the planning, the weight of the conversations you replayed on the way home or in the shower or lying here just now. The weight of the things that didn't get finished, and the things that did, and the things that are already waiting for tomorrow. The weight of being a person whose brain notices everything, processes everything, cares about everything, and carries all of it all the time without ever quite setting it down. You know that weight. You have known it for a long time. It has become so familiar, so constant, so much a part of how it feels to be you, moving through a day, that you may have stopped noticing it is there until a moment like this one, when you lie down and become still, and the weight becomes more noticeable rather than less. The way a heavy bag feels heavier the moment you finally sit down with it than it did when you were moving. That is what is happening right now. You have sat down with everything you are carrying, and you can feel the full weight of it. And that is exactly right, because you cannot set something down that you haven't first acknowledged you are holding. So acknowledge it now, quietly, without judgment, without needing to list it, or examine it, or do anything with it. Just acknowledge that it is there, that you have been carrying it, that it is real and heavy, and that tonight you're going to set it down, not permanently, not carelessly, just for these hours, just for this night, just long enough for your body and your mind to remember what it feels like to be without it. Let's begin with your breath. Not to change it, not to control it, just to notice that it is there, already happening, already quieter than it was when you lay down. Your body already beginning its natural movement toward rest without your help, without anything required of you except to stay and allow. Feel the surface beneath you, solid, steady, completely supporting every part of your weight. And now bring your attention gently to your feet. Just notice them, the weight of them, the particular tired heaviness of feet that have carried you through an entire day. And now imagine that a warmth is beginning beneath them, rising gently, not lifting them, just relieving the pressure, just taking some of the weight so that your feet begin to feel just slightly lighter, just slightly more free than they did a moment ago. And that warmth begins to move slowly upward from your feet into your ankles, a softening, a releasing of everything that accumulated there quietly across the day into your calves, the muscles there, long and soft now, releasing layer by layer into your knees, soft, loose, the weight leaving gently your thighs, heavier for a moment as the warmth moves through, and then lighter, noticeably lighter as it continues upward into your hips, your lower back, that particular place where so much quietly lives, releasing now without drama, without effort, just leaving the way things leave when they are finally no longer being gripped. Your stomach, soft, completely unclenched. The holding that lives there in a body that is always slightly on alert. Releasing now into the warmth that is moving through you. Your chest rising and falling without the careful, measured quality it sometimes has when the day is still happening, just rising and falling freely, naturally. Your shoulders, and here the release is most welcome, most overdue. The weight that sits here, the invisible accumulated weight of everything you managed today, everything you held together with that particular quiet effort that no one around you ever quite sees. That weight is lifting now, gently, layer by layer, your shoulders dropping further than they have all day, your arms heavy for a moment and then lighter, your hands open, soft, the tension leaving your fingers one by one, gently, completely, your neck releasing, your jaw soft, your face completely at ease. Every muscle that was holding an expression for the world released now for no one, in a room where nothing is required, where the only thing present is you and the warmth moving through every part of you, and the weight that is leaving gently, completely, just here, just this, just the warmth rising, the weight leaving, breath by breath, moment by moment. Exactly this. As you continue resting within the clearing, another part of the forest begins to reveal itself, not suddenly and not dramatically, but in the quiet way that nature often does, allowing itself to be noticed only when the mind has become calm enough to notice it. There's a stream nearby, flowing gently through the deeper part of the woodland, moving between roots and stones, following a path that has existed for far longer than any person can remember. And as your attention settles upon that sound, it becomes easier to let everything else drift further away. The stream does not rush toward its destination. It does not question the path beneath it. It simply moves forward naturally, guided by the shape of the land, trusting the journey completely. And perhaps there is something comforting about that, because so much of life asks us to push, to plan, to manage, to constantly decide what comes next. Yet the stream does none of those things. It simply continues, allowing gravity and time to carry it exactly where it needs to go. The gentle sound of water moving over smooth stones creates a rhythm that feels strangely familiar, a rhythm that your body seems to recognize immediately, as though it has been listening to sounds like this for far longer than your conscious mind can remember. And with every moment that passes, your breathing begins to settle into that rhythm, each breath arriving softly and easily, each exhale carrying away another small layer of effort, another small layer of tension, another small layer of the day that no longer needs to be carried. The trees surrounding the clearing remain perfectly still, their tall trunks rising quietly into the darkness above, their roots stretching deep beneath the earth, creating an invisible network beneath the forest floor, holding everything together, supporting everything silently without ever asking to be noticed. And perhaps your body is beginning to feel supported in the same way, held gently by the moss beneath you, held by the earth beneath the moss, held by the forest itself, without needing to do anything in return. Your shoulders feel softer now than they did before. The muscles around your neck releasing naturally. The small tensions across your forehead fading quietly away. Even the muscles around your eyes beginning to soften, as though every part of you is slowly receiving permission to rest. The stream continues its patient journey through the darkness, never stopping to question whether it is doing enough, never wondering whether it should be somewhere else, simply following the course already laid before it. And perhaps tonight, you can allow yourself to do the same. You do not need to force sleep to arrive. You do not need to monitor your progress. You do not need to check whether relaxation is happening correctly. You can simply follow the experience, the same way the stream follows the forest floor, allowing one moment to lead naturally into the next, allowing one breath to lead naturally into another, without effort, without pressure, without expectation. Above the clearing, the sky has darkened further now, and through the gaps in the canopy, the first stars have begun to appear. Small points of light suspended in the darkness, quietly shining above the forest. Their presence seems to make the night feel larger somehow, as though the forest extends far beyond what can be seen, far beyond the boundaries of the clearing, stretching endlessly beneath the stars. And yet, despite that vastness, there is no sense of being lost, only a feeling of being held, of being safely contained within something larger than yourself, something ancient, steady, and completely unconcerned with the worries of the day. The sound of the stream becomes softer and deeper in your awareness now, less something you are actively listening to, and more something that exists comfortably in the background, like a gentle companion accompanying you further into relaxation. Its rhythm blends with the rhythm of your breathing, the rhythm of the night, the rhythm of the forest itself, until everything seems to move together, slowly, comfortably, effortlessly. The thoughts that once demanded your attention seem less convincing now, less urgent, less important. A thought may appear briefly, but it passes without needing to be followed. A memory may surface for a moment, but it drifts away again, like a leaf carried gently downstream, moving further and further away until it disappears around a bend in the river and leaves only quiet behind. The forest asks nothing of you tonight. The stream asks nothing of you either. Neither the stars nor the trees require anything from you. Everything here simply allows you to rest, simply allows you to exist exactly as you are, without needing to change anything, without needing to improve anything, without needing to solve anything. And that permission, that rare permission to simply be, continues spreading gently through every part of your body. Your legs feel pleasantly heavy now, your arms resting comfortably at your sides. You're breathing slower and deeper than before, while the earth beneath you continues carrying your weight completely. The stream continues flowing through the darkness. The stars continue shining through the canopy, and the forest continues holding everything within it, while you drift further from the noise of the day, further from effort, further from thinking, and deeper into the calm, steady, timeless rhythm of the night, where every breath takes you closer to rest. Every moment takes you deeper into stillness, and every sound within the forest guides you gently toward sleep. The forest feels different now. Not different in appearance, but different in feeling. The night has settled further across the trees around you. The clearing feels more protected now, more sheltered than before, as though the forest itself has drawn a little closer around this peaceful place. The stream continues flowing nearby, moving steadily through darkness, following the same path it has followed for years, and perhaps much longer. Its gentle sound remains constant, soft, and reassuring beneath everything. A quiet reminder that movement does not need effort, and progress does not require force. Above the clearing, more stars have appeared now, scattered across the sky overhead. Small points of distant light, shining quietly through the darkness. Their presence feels comforting somehow, steady and completely dependable. The trees remain perfectly still, standing watch around the clearing, their branches reaching upward, their roots reaching downward, holding their place with ease, requiring nothing from the night and nothing from themselves. Your body continues settling deeper into the support beneath you. The moss feels wonderfully soft beneath every part of you. The earth beneath the moss continues carrying your weight completely, allowing every muscle to soften, allowing every joint to relax, allowing every breath to deepen without effort or instruction. Your shoulders feel heavier now, resting more comfortably than before. The muscles across your back continue releasing into the earth. Your arms feel pleasantly relaxed, your hands loose and comfortable, your legs completely supported by the ground beneath them. Everything feels safe here. Everything feels unhurried here. Everything feels exactly right for this moment of rest. The thoughts that remain seem quieter than before now, less demanding of attention, less interested in being followed. A thought may drift through and then drift away again without asking anything from you, without requiring any response, like leaves floating downstream, carried gently by the current until they disappear from sight. The night continues deepening slowly. The stream continues its journey. The stars continue their quiet watch. The forest continues breathing around you. And somewhere beneath awareness, your nervous system is learning that it no longer needs to remain alert and watchful. It can finally begin resting. It can finally begin trusting that everything is safe tonight, that nothing is required tonight, that there is nowhere else you need to be right now. Only here within the clearing, only here beneath the stars, only here beside the stream, only here within the forest, where every sound feels softer, every breath feels deeper, every moment feels slower, and every passing minute guides you further from effort, further from thinking, and further into rest. The air feels cooler now, not cold and uncomfortable, but pleasantly cool against your skin. The kind of coolness that reminds you the day has finally ended and the night has fully arrived. Somewhere deeper within the forest, a distant sound appears briefly, perhaps a branch settling naturally, perhaps a small creature moving quietly through the undergrowth nearby. And then once again, everything returns to stillness. The forest never feels empty, even in its quietest moments. There is always life here, always movement somewhere unseen, always a gentle rhythm continuing beneath the surface of things. And somehow that feels reassuring, a reminder that everything continues without needing your involvement, without needing your attention. The stream continues flowing onward, whether you listen to it or not. The stars continue shining overhead, whether you look at them or not. The trees continue growing patiently, whether you notice them or not. And because of that, you are free to rest, free to let go, free to release the habit of monitoring everything constantly. The forest asks nothing from you. The night asks nothing from you. The earth beneath you asks nothing, except that you allow yourself to be supported completely. Perhaps you notice your breathing again, slower now than before, more comfortable than before. The inhale arriving naturally, the exhale leaving effortlessly, each breath creating a feeling of greater softness throughout the body, greater comfort throughout the mind, greater distance from the day. The hours before this moment already seem further away. The conversations seem further away. The responsibilities seem further away. The unfinished tasks seem further away. Everything becoming less immediate. Everything becoming less important as the forest gently reminds you that none of those things need your attention right now. Tomorrow can wait until tomorrow. The next decision can wait. The next task can wait. The next problem can wait. Tonight belongs to rest. Tonight belongs to stillness. Tonight belongs to recovery. And the forest understands this perfectly, because everything here follows cycles. Everything here follows rhythms. Everything here knows when to grow. And everything here knows when to rest. The trees rest through the darkness. The forest floor rests beneath them. Even the stream seems restful, despite its constant movement, because nothing here struggles. Nothing here resists. Nothing here forces itself forward. Everything simply follows its nature, and your nature beneath the noise, beneath the pressure, beneath the endless thinking, is to rest as well. Your body knows how to rest. Your mind knows how to rest. Your nervous system knows exactly how to settle into sleep when it feels safe enough. And with every passing moment, that feeling of safety grows stronger. The clearing feels more peaceful. The stars feel more distant. The stream feels more familiar. And the forest continues holding you quietly, patiently, gently. As your body grows heavier, your thoughts grow softer, your awareness grows calmer, and every breath carries you deeper into comfort, deeper into stillness, and deeper into the peaceful, restorative quiet of the night. The forest has become quieter still, not because the sounds have vanished, but because your awareness has softened and no longer reaches toward them in the same way. The stream continues flowing nearby, steady and dependable as ever, moving through the darkness without effort and without concern, following the path beneath it, one gentle turn at a time. The stars remain above the canopy, their light filtering softly downward through small openings in the branches, appearing and disappearing as the leaves move gently overhead. And everything feels wonderfully distant now, not far away, just less demanding, less immediate, less important than before. The body feels heavier now, comfortably heavier than before, as though every muscle has discovered it no longer needs to work. The earth carries your weight completely. The moss cushions every part of you. The forest surrounds you completely, and there is nothing left to hold, nothing left to support, nothing left to manage. Your shoulders have softened deeply now, releasing tensions you may not have noticed. Tensions carried quietly through the day. Small efforts held beneath awareness that can finally begin dissolving. The muscles around your jaw continue relaxing with each breath. Your forehead remains smooth and calm. Your hands rest comfortably beside you, while your legs feel pleasantly heavy, supported fully by the ground beneath them. And the breathing continues naturally, slow and easy and steady. Each inhale arriving without effort, each exhale carrying you deeper still into the comfort of the night, into the calm of the clearing, into the peaceful rhythm of the forest. The thoughts that remain feel increasingly distant now, appearing only occasionally and fading far more quickly than they once did. A thought may drift through awareness, only to dissolve a moment later, without needing attention, without needing analysis, without needing anything at all, like clouds crossing a night sky. They appear briefly and then continue onward, leaving only stillness behind. The forest seems to understand something that many people forget, that rest does not need earning, and peace does not need achieving. The trees do not earn their rest. The earth does not earn its stillness. The stream does not earn its flow. Everything simply follows its nature, and perhaps tonight you can allow yourself to follow yours as well. The night grows deeper around you. The darkness feels softer now, more comforting than before, like a blanket drawn gently closer around the clearing, around the trees, around everything resting beneath the stars, and somewhere far beyond the forest. The world continues moving. People continue talking. Lights continue shining. Roads continue carrying travelers. Yet all of that feels distant now, existing somewhere beyond the trees, somewhere beyond this peaceful place, somewhere beyond your attention. Because right now, there is only this moment, only this breath, only this feeling of safety, only this feeling of being held within the quiet heart of the forest. The stream continues its gentle song, flowing endlessly through the darkness, its rhythm becoming familiar now, so familiar that it feels almost like part of you, part of the breathing, part of the stillness, part of the night itself. And the more you listen, the less there seems to be to think about. The more you rest, the less there seems to be to solve. The more you settle, the less there seems to be to carry, until eventually all that remains is the simple experience of being here, safe, comfortable, supported beneath a sky full of stars. The clearing feels timeless now, as though it exists outside the ordinary movement of hours. Nothing changes quickly here. Nothing arrives suddenly here. Everything unfolds gradually. Everything softens naturally. Everything settles at exactly the pace it was meant to. And your awareness continues doing the same, becoming softer around the edges, becoming less focused on details, becoming more interested in comfort, more interested in warmth, more interested in rest. The body continues sinking deeper into the support beneath it. The mind continues growing quieter with every passing moment. The nervous system continues learning that it no longer needs to remain alert tonight. Everything is safe here. Everything is calm here. Everything is exactly as it should be. The stars continue their silent watch. The trees continue standing patiently. The stream continues its endless journey. And you continue drifting further from the day, further from effort, further from the thought, while every breath carries you deeper into comfort, deeper into stillness, deeper into the peaceful darkness of the forest night, where nothing is expected, nothing is required, and everything supports you as you move gently toward deeper and deeper rest. The forest holds you quietly now. The night holds you gently now. The earth holds you completely now. And somewhere beneath awareness, sleep is drawing closer, not rushing towards you, not forcing its arrival, simply waiting patiently for the moment you decide there is nothing left to do, nothing left to hold, nothing left to think about, only the next breath, only the next moment, only the quiet forest around you, guiding you softly toward the deepest part of this peaceful night. The forest has become wonderfully quiet now, not silent and not empty, but settled in a way that only happens deep into the night. The kind of quiet that feels alive around you. The kind of quiet that seems to hold everything gently without asking anything in return. The stream continues its journey nearby, flowing steadily through the darkness, moving between roots and stones with the same patient rhythm, it has always known. The trees remain standing around you, tall and unmoving beneath the stars, their branches reaching overhead, their roots stretching deep below, connected to the earth beneath everything, holding their place without effort, holding this moment without effort. And somehow, that feeling begins spreading through you. The feeling that nothing needs forcing, nothing needs fixing, nothing needs improving right now. Everything can simply be exactly as it is. Your body continues relaxing deeper. The muscles across your shoulders feel softer than ever before. The weight you carried through the day seems very far away now. Your arms feel pleasantly heavy. Your hands completely at rest. Your legs supported by the earth without needing to hold themselves in any particular position. The breathing remains slow and easy, arriving naturally, leaving naturally. Each breath guiding you deeper into comfort and stillness. And as your body settles further, your awareness begins changing too, not disappearing, simply softening. The edges of thought become less defined. The need to follow every idea becomes weaker and weaker. A thought may appear briefly and then fade quietly away before it ever gathers momentum. A memory may drift through awareness and continue drifting onward without asking you to follow it, without asking you to solve it. The forest seems to understand that everything eventually settles. Leaves settle onto the forest floor. The evening settles into darkness. The stream settles into its course. And the mind settles too, when it is finally given enough quiet, enough safety, and enough time. The stars above the canopy seem brighter now somehow. Small, distant lights scattered across the endless sky, appearing between branches and through openings in the leaves. Their light feels calm, steady, unchanging. The same stars that watched over this forest long before tonight. The same stars that will remain above it long after this night has passed. And there is something reassuring about being beneath them, something that reminds you you do not need to carry everything alone. The night itself feels larger now. The clearing feels deeper now. The forest feels older now. And you feel safer now, more supported, more comfortable, more completely at ease than when this journey began. The stream continues flowing onward. The trees continue keeping watch. The earth continues holding your weight while the night wraps itself gently around the clearing. like a blanket of stillness, protecting everything beneath it. And as you rest here, you may begin noticing how little effort is required to remain relaxed now. Earlier, perhaps relaxation felt like something you were consciously doing, but now it simply seems to be happening. The body relaxing itself, the breathing calming itself, the mind quieting itself, everything unfolding naturally, without instruction, without effort, without any need to interfere. The forest asks nothing from you. The stars ask nothing from you. The stream asks nothing from you. Everything here simply allows you to rest exactly as you are. And that permission feels rare. That permission feels valuable to exist for a while without needing to achieve anything, without needing to become anything, without needing to prove anything, just resting, just breathing, just allowing the night to hold you completely. The darkness feels softer now. The sounds feel more distant now. The thoughts feel quieter now. Everything moving gently toward deeper stillness, deeper comfort, and deeper rest. As the night continues unfolding, the temperature shifts ever so slightly. Cool, fresh air moving gently through the upper branches above, creating the softest movement among the leaves and needles. A sound so subtle that it almost blends completely into the background of the night, and yet the body notices. The nervous system notices. The ancient parts of the mind that once slept beneath open skies recognize these sounds immediately, recognize them as safe, recognize them as familiar, recognize them as the sounds of a world that is calm and functioning exactly as it should. Somewhere in the distance, an owl calls briefly, its voice drifting softly through the darkness before fading once again into stillness. The sound arrives and then disappears without disturbing the peace, without interrupting the quiet, simply becoming another part of the living rhythm of the forest at night. And with each passing minute, you feel yourself becoming more connected to that rhythm, less separate from it, less like an observer, and more like a part of it. The stream flowing nearby, the trees standing around you, the stars shining overhead, the earth supporting your body, all of it connected, all of it moving together in one slow, steady, peaceful rhythm. And your breathing joins that rhythm more completely now, each inhale arriving gently, each exhale carrying away another small piece of effort, another small piece of tension, another small piece of wakefulness that no longer needs to remain. The body feels wonderfully comfortable, wonderfully supported, wonderfully safe, as though the forest itself has taken responsibility for holding everything so that you no longer have to. And there is relief in that, a deep and quiet relief that spreads through the chest, through the shoulders, through the stomach, through every part of you that has been carrying more than it needed to carry. The night continues deepening. The stars continue shining. The stream continues flowing. The trees continue standing watch while your awareness drifts further from the demands of the day, further from the need to think, further from the need to plan, further from the need to solve. Everything becoming simpler now. Everything becoming quieter now. Everything becoming softer now. Until there is only the sound of the forest, the feeling of being held, the comfort of the clearing, and the steady understanding that you are safe here, completely safe here, free to let go, free to rest, free to drift, deeper and deeper into the peaceful, ancient, restorative quiet of the forest night. The night has settled completely now, across every part of the forest, across the clearing beneath you, across the stream beside you, across the trees surrounding you, and across the endless sky above. Everything has found its place. Everything has become quieter. Everything has slowed to the natural rhythm of the night. And as you continue resting here, your attention begins drifting upward toward the stars above the canopy. Not because you are trying to focus on them, not because you are choosing to think about them, but because there is something deeply calming about their presence, something ancient and reassuring, something that seems to speak to the quietest parts of the mind. The stars shine gently overhead, appearing between branches and through openings in the leaves, some bright, some faint, some appearing for a moment before disappearing behind the movement of the canopy above. And somehow their distant light feels comforting, a reminder that some things continue steadily through time, unchanged by the worries of a single day, unchanged by the thoughts that once felt so important. The stars were here before tonight, and they will remain after tonight, patiently shining above the forest, without urgency, without effort, without concern. And there is something wonderfully peaceful about that. The longer you rest here, the more those distant lights seem to draw your awareness away from the smaller concerns of the day behind you, not by force, not by distraction, simply by offering something larger, something quieter, something far less demanding. Your breathing continues slowly, rising and falling with ease. Each inhale feeling calm, each exhale feeling heavier, the body sinking deeper into the support beneath it, the mind becoming softer. With every passing moment, the stars above, the earth below, the forest around you, everything working together to create a feeling of safety, a feeling of stillness, a feeling of complete permission to rest. The stream continues flowing nearby, its sound blending perfectly with the atmosphere of the night, steady and unchanging, like a gentle thread running through everything. And because that sound has remained with you for so long now, it feels familiar, almost like a companion, guiding you quietly further into relaxation without asking anything in return. The trees remain motionless, their tall shapes silhouetted against the star-filled sky, standing exactly where they belong, completely at ease, completely at rest. And perhaps part of you begins learning from them, learning what it feels like to stop striving for a while, to stop moving for a while, to stop carrying the weight of constant thought and simply exist exactly where you are, exactly as you are. The stars continue shining softly above the clearing, their light traveling impossible distances, only to arrive quietly here, touching the tops of branches, touching the edges of leaves, touching the forest with a softness that feels almost dreamlike. And as you look upward, or perhaps simply imagine them, your awareness seems to expand slightly, not becoming more awake, but becoming less confined, less attached to the usual boundaries of thought and attention. The worries of the day feel very far away now. The responsibilities feel distant. The unfinished conversations, the unanswered questions, the things that seemed important earlier today, all drifting further and further away, like lights disappearing beyond a distant horizon, while this moment remains peaceful and unchanged. The night asks nothing from you. The stars ask nothing from you. The forest asks nothing from you. Everything here simply allows you to rest within it to be held within it, to become part of its rhythm for a little while. And that rhythm grows stronger now. The rhythm of breathing, the rhythm of the stream, the rhythm of the night, all moving together, slowly, steadily, comfortably, without effort. The body feels wonderfully heavy now, comfortably settled into the earth, the muscles completely relaxed, the shoulders released, the jaw soft, the forehead smooth, everything continuing to soften with every passing breath, while the mind becomes quieter, less interested in following thoughts, more interested in resting, more interested in drifting, more interested in simply being here, beneath the stars, within the clearing, surrounded by the forest. The darkness feels softer now. The air feels calmer now. The sounds feel further away now. Everything becoming gentler. Everything becoming slower. Everything becoming more peaceful, until even time itself seems less important. Minutes passing unnoticed, moments blending together, the night unfolding naturally without needing your attention. And somewhere beneath awareness, sleep continues drawing closer, not rushing, not forcing its arrival, simply waiting patiently while the stars continue shining above, while the stream continues flowing nearby, while the forest continues holding you, and every breath carries you deeper into comfort, deeper into stillness, deeper into the quiet wonder of the forest beneath the stars, where everything feels safe, everything feels calm, and everything gently guides you toward deeper and deeper rest. The forest feels deeper now, not because it has changed, but because your awareness has drifted further into it. The clearing remains around you, soft and peaceful beneath the stars. The stream continues its quiet journey through the darkness beyond the trees. The night continues unfolding gently, one moment flowing into the next, without effort, without interruption, without urgency. Everything here seems to understand that there is nowhere else to be and nothing else to become. The trees stand patiently around you, their roots held firmly in the earth, their branches resting beneath the stars, completely at ease with themselves, completely at ease with the night. And as you remain here, you may notice a similar feeling beginning to grow within you, a feeling that perhaps you no longer need to carry quite so much. The body feels wonderfully heavy now, comfortably settled into the ground. The muscles through your shoulders fully released and at rest, the muscles through your arms, soft and relaxed. The muscles through your legs, heavy and supported. Every breath allowing another layer of effort to melt away. Every breath creating more space for comfort and stillness. The stream continues flowing nearby. Its sound feels different now. Less like something you hear and more like something you feel. A gentle rhythm beneath awareness. Steady and reassuring. Always present. Always moving. Always carrying itself forward. Without struggle. Without resistance. And perhaps your mind is beginning to do the same. Thoughts may still appear occasionally, but they seem lighter now, less convincing than before, less interested in staying. A thought appears briefly and then drifts away again, without asking for attention, without demanding a response, without needing to be solved. It simply passes through, like a leaf carried gently along the surface of the stream, moving further and further away until it disappears completely. The spaces between thoughts have become larger now. The quiet between them has become deeper now. And within that quiet, there is something peaceful, something steady, something that has been waiting beneath the noise all along. The forest knows this quiet. The stars know this quiet. The earth knows this quiet. It is the quiet that arrives naturally when everything finally slows down, when nothing needs forcing and nothing needs fixing. The night continues deepening around you. The stars shine softly overhead, their distant light appearing between branches, like tiny lanterns suspended above the forest, watching over everything below. The same stars shine above the stream, above the trees, above the hills, beyond the forest, and above countless sleeping places all across the world. And somehow that feels comforting. A reminder that rest belongs to everyone. A reminder that sleep is natural. A reminder that your body already knows exactly how to do this. The earth beneath you continues carrying your weight completely, never asking you to hold yourself up, never asking you to stay alert, never asking anything at all, just supporting, just holding, just allowing you to let go more completely than before. The air feels cool and fresh now, moving gently through the canopy, creating the softest movement among the highest branches. A sound so subtle that it blends perfectly into the rhythm of the night. Everything feels balanced here. The stream flowing steadily, the trees standing quietly, the stars shining patiently, the earth holding everything gently, and somewhere within that balance, your nervous system continues settling, your breathing continues slowing, your muscles continue softening, your awareness continues drifting further away from effort and further toward rest. The day feels very distant now. Its responsibilities feel distant. Its conversations feel distant. Its unfinished tasks feel distant. Everything belonging to the daytime world seems to exist somewhere, far beyond the forest, far beyond the clearing, far beyond this moment. Because this moment belongs to the night. This moment belongs to stillness. This moment belongs to recovery. The forest asks nothing of you. The stream asks nothing of you. The stars ask nothing of you. Everything here simply allows you to rest exactly as you are, without needing to change, without needing to improve, without needing to achieve anything. And that permission continues spreading through every part of you, creating more comfort, creating more softness, creating more peace. The darkness feels warmer now. The clearing feels safer now. The night feels deeper now. Everything gently guiding you toward an even quieter place, a place beyond effort, a place beyond planning, a place beyond thought, where the body can rest completely and the mind can finally drift. The stream continues its endless journey. The stars continue their silent watch. The trees continue standing patiently, while the forest holds everything within it, every leaf, every root, every stone, every sound, and every resting creature beneath the canopy, including you, especially you, held gently by the earth, surrounded by the forest, beneath the stars, while every breath carries you deeper into comfort, deeper into stillness, deeper into the peaceful heart of the forest night, where rest comes easily and sleep draws ever closer. With every passing moment, the forest has entered its deepest hour now, that quiet part of the night when everything seems softer and everything seems slower. The stream continues its gentle journey through the darkness beyond the clearing, flowing with the same calm rhythm it has followed all evening. The trees remain standing patiently, their tall shapes rising into the sky, their roots reaching silently below, holding their place without effort, holding the forest together, while the night settles around them like a blanket of stillness. The stars continue shining overhead, appearing between branches and leaves, small points of light scattered across the darkness above, steady and dependable, quiet and unchanging, and somehow their presence makes the forest feel even calmer, even more peaceful, as though the entire landscape has settled into perfect balance. The clearing feels wonderfully safe now, more sheltered than before, more removed from the world beyond. The earth beneath you continues supporting every part of you without asking anything in return. The moss beneath your body feels soft and comfortable, accepting your weight completely, allowing every muscle to release, allowing every breath to deepen, allowing every part of you to rest more fully. The breathing remains slow and easy, each inhale arriving naturally, each exhale carrying away another small layer of effort, another small layer of wakefulness, another small layer of awareness that no longer needs to remain. Your shoulders feel deeply relaxed now. The muscles across your neck have softened completely. Your arms feel heavy and comfortable. Your hands rest effortlessly beside you. Your legs feel supported and still. Everything becoming quieter inside. Everything becoming calmer inside. Everything becoming easier. The stream continues flowing nearby. Its sound now feels familiar, like something that has always been here, a steady companion throughout the night, moving gently through the darkness while everything else settles. And perhaps your mind has begun learning from that stream, learning how to move without resistance, learning how to continue without effort, learning how to let go of what no longer needs holding. Thoughts still appear occasionally, but they feel different now, less solid than before, less convincing than before, less able to pull attention toward them. A thought arrives softly and leaves softly, without creating disturbance, without creating momentum, without asking for anything at all. Like a leaf drifting across water, it simply appears and then continues onward until it disappears completely, leaving only quiet behind. The spaces between thoughts feel wider now. The silence between them feels deeper now. And within that silence, there is a feeling of peace, a feeling of comfort, a feeling of being completely safe. The forest seems to hold that peace within every tree, within every shadow, within every movement of air, between the branches above And as you continue resting here, that same peace begins spreading through every part of you. The day feels very far away now. Its worries feel distant. Its responsibilities feel distant. Its conversations feel distant. Everything belonging to the waking world seems to exist somewhere else entirely. Somewhere beyond the hills, beyond the trees, beyond the edges of this forest. Because here, within the clearing, there is only this moment, only this breath, only this feeling of safety, only this feeling of being supported completely and effortlessly. The stars continue their silent watch. The stream continues its endless flow. The trees continue standing patiently while the night deepens around them, and all of it feels timeless somehow, as though the forest has existed forever and will continue existing forever, long after this night has passed, long after these thoughts have faded, long after every worry has disappeared. The forest remains steady and unchanged, offering the same quiet refuge to anyone who finds their way here. And tonight, that refuge belongs to you. This clearing belongs to you. This stillness belongs to you. This rest belongs to you. Without needing to earn it, without needing to achieve it, without needing to prove anything, to receive it. The body knows how to rest. The mind knows how to rest. The nervous system knows exactly how to settle into sleep when it feels safe enough. And every part of this forest continues creating that safety. The earth beneath you, the stars above you, the trees around you, the stream beside you, everything quietly working together to support your rest, to support your comfort, to support your sleep. The darkness feels softer now. The air feels calmer now. The sounds feel more distant now. Everything becoming increasingly gentle. Everything becoming increasingly quiet. Everything becoming increasingly dreamlike, as though the boundary between waking and sleeping has become thinner now. The boundary between thought and dream has become thinner now. The boundary between awareness and rest has become thinner now. And you find yourself drifting, not suddenly, not dramatically, but gradually and naturally toward that peaceful place where sleep begins, where effort ends, where the mind finally lets go and the body takes over, restoring, recovering, renewing itself quietly through the night. The stream continues flowing. The stars continue shining. The forest continues breathing around you. while every breath carries you deeper. Every moment carries you further, and every passing minute guides you gently toward sleep, toward stillness, toward the deepest, most peaceful part of the night, where the forest holds everything and asks nothing except that you rest completely, comfortably, and peacefully beneath the stars. The forest feels different now, not because anything has changed, but because you have drifted further into the quiet heart of the night. The clearing remains around you, soft and peaceful beneath the stars. The stream continues flowing nearby, following its endless path through roots and stones, through darkness and silence, without effort, without hesitation, without needing to know where it will eventually arrive. The trees continue standing watch, their branches stretching overhead, their roots held deeply within the earth below, ancient and patient, steady and unchanging. They seem completely at ease within the darkness, completely at ease within the silence. And as you continue resting here, you may notice that same feeling growing within you, a feeling of no longer needing to hold everything together, a feeling of no longer needing to remain alert, a feeling of no longer needing to follow every thought that passes through awareness. The body feels wonderfully distant now, not disconnected, simply relaxed, so completely supported that it no longer asks for your attention. The earth carries your weight, the moss cushions every part of you. The forest surrounds you completely while your breathing continues, slow and steady and calm. Each inhale arriving softly, each exhale releasing something more. Another small piece of tension, another small piece of effort, another small piece of wakefulness that is ready to leave. The night continues deepening around you. The stars remain above the canopy, quietly shining through the darkness, their light appearing between branches, small and gentle and reassuring. The same stars that watched over the forest yesterday, the same stars that will remain long after tonight has passed, steady and unchanged through every season, through every year, through every quiet forest night. And there is comfort in that, a deep feeling of reassurance that not everything changes, that some things remain steady, that some things remain reliable, even when everything else feels uncertain. The stream continues flowing nearby. Its sound now feels almost dreamlike, less something you listen to, and more something you experience, a rhythm beneath awareness, a gentle current carrying you further into stillness, further into comfort, further from the world you left behind. Thoughts appear less often now, and when they do appear, they seem softer somehow, less solid, less important, less able to capture attention. A thought may arrive briefly and then dissolve quietly away before it has the chance to become anything more. Like mist moving through trees, it appears for a moment and then disappears completely, leaving only stillness behind. The spaces between thoughts have become wide and peaceful, filled with calm, filled with quiet, filled with a kind of rest that only arrives when the mind stops trying to solve everything. The forest seems to understand that nothing needs solving tonight. The trees are not solving anything. The stars are not solving anything. The stream is not solving anything. Everything simply exists. Everything simply continues. Everything simply follows its own natural rhythm. And perhaps tonight, you can allow yourself to do the same, to stop carrying questions for a little while, to stop carrying responsibilities for a little while, to stop carrying tomorrow for a little while, and to simply rest within this moment, within this clearing, within this peaceful forest. The darkness feels softer now. The air feels cooler now. The sounds feel more distant now. Everything becoming gentler. Everything becoming slower. Everything becoming quieter. The forest itself seems to breathe slowly and steadily around you. The movement of air through the highest branches. The sound of water moving over stone. The distant rustle of leaves settling somewhere in the darkness. All of it blending together into one gentle rhythm, one peaceful atmosphere, one continuous feeling of safety. The body continues relaxing deeper. The muscles continue softening. The breathing continues slowing. The awareness continues drifting further from effort and further toward rest. The clearing feels timeless now, as though time itself has begun to soften. Minutes passing unnoticed, moments blending together. The night unfolding naturally, without needing attention, without needing observation, without needing anything from you. And somewhere deep within, the nervous system understands that it is safe now, safe enough to rest completely, safe enough to release completely, safe enough to drift toward deeper sleep. The stars continue their silent watch. The stream continues its patient journey. The trees continue standing around you, while the forest holds everything, every root, every leaf, every shadow, every resting creature beneath the canopy, including you, especially you, held gently by the earth, surrounded by the night, beneath the endless stars, while every breath carries you deeper into comfort, deeper into stillness, deeper into the quiet dream of the forest night, where awareness softens, thoughts become distant, and sleep draws closer with every passing moment, until all that remains is the feeling of being held, the feeling of being safe, and the feeling of drifting effortlessly, peacefully into rest. The forest has become almost dreamlike now, not because it is changing, but because your awareness has become softer than before. The clearing remains around you, peaceful and still beneath the night sky. The stream continues its quiet journey through the darkness beyond the trees. The stars remain scattered overhead, and somewhere above them all, the moon has risen higher, casting its gentle light across the forest canopy. The branches above you seem to glow softly now, their outlines silvered by moonlight, their leaves catching the small pieces of that distant light before letting it drift away again. Everything feels calm here. Everything feels settled here. Everything feels exactly as it should. The moonlight filters gently through the openings above, falling across the forest floor, touching the moss, touching the roots, touching the trunks of trees that have stood here quietly through countless nights like this. And there is something comforting about being surrounded by things that are so patient, so steady, so completely at ease with simply existing. The forest never rushes itself. The trees never hurry their growth. The stream never hurries its journey. The stars never hurry across the sky. Everything unfolds in its own time, following its own rhythm, trusting the process completely. And perhaps tonight, you can trust that process too. Trust the body's ability to rest. Trust the mind's ability to soften. Trust sleep to arrive naturally in its own perfect moment, without force, without effort, without needing to be chased. Your breathing continues slowly now, so comfortable and effortless that it almost disappears into the background of awareness. Each inhale arriving gently, each exhale carrying you deeper into comfort, deeper into stillness, deeper into the quiet embrace of the forest night. The body feels wonderfully supported, every muscle continuing to soften, every joint continuing to relax, every part of you sinking deeper into the earth beneath you. The shoulders feel completely released, the arms pleasantly heavy, the hands relaxed and still, the legs supported completely while the forest carries the weight you no longer need to carry. The stream continues flowing nearby, steady and familiar now, its sound blending perfectly with the atmosphere of the night, like a gentle thread woven through every moment, a sound that asks nothing, a sound that expects nothing, a sound that simply continues the way nature always continues, without needing recognition, without needing attention, without needing anything at all. The spaces between thoughts have become vast now, wide stretches of quiet awareness, where nothing seems urgent and nothing seems important enough to disturb the peace. A thought may appear briefly, only to dissolve again before it fully forms. A memory may drift past, like mist moving between trees, soft and distant, never staying long, never asking to be followed. The forest holds those thoughts gently and allows them to pass, the same way it holds the breeze, the same way it holds the rain, the same way it holds every season, without resistance, without judgment, simply allowing things to come and allowing them to go. The moon continues its slow journey across the sky above, though it seems almost still, moving so gradually that only time can notice. And perhaps your awareness is becoming like that now, less interested in movement, less interested in progress, less interested in doing, and more interested in simply being, simply resting, simply floating within this moment where nothing is required and everything is provided. The forest feels endless tonight, stretching beyond the clearing, stretching beyond the hills, stretching far into the distance beneath the moonlit sky. And yet, despite its vastness, there is no feeling of being lost, only a feeling of belonging, a feeling of being exactly where you are supposed to be, a feeling of being supported by something larger than yourself, something older than thought, something older than worry, something older than effort. The stars continue shining softly. The moon continues watching quietly. The trees continue standing patiently. The stream continues flowing steadily. while the earth beneath you continues holding every part of your weight, allowing you to release more deeply, allowing you to relax more completely, allowing you to drift further from the waking world and closer to sleep. The night feels deeper now. The darkness feels softer now. The sounds feel further away now. Everything becoming gentler. Everything becoming quieter. Everything becoming more dreamlike with every passing breath. The clearing seems suspended in time, protected by the trees, illuminated by moonlight, held beneath the stars, a peaceful place where nothing needs solving, nothing needs carrying, and nothing needs your attention except the comfort of this moment and the gentle rhythm of breathing in and breathing out, while the forest dreams around you and the moonlit canopy above continues watching over everything, quietly, patiently, faithfully, guiding you deeper and deeper into the peaceful stillness of the forest night, where rest comes easily, sleep comes naturally, and every breath carries you further into comfort, into calm, and into the deepest parts of restorative sleep, somewhere beyond the clearing, beyond the stream, and beyond the quiet places you have already explored tonight. There is an ancient path winding gently through the forest, a path that has existed for longer than anyone remembers, a path worn smooth by countless seasons, countless rains, countless moonlit nights, a path that asks nothing except that you follow it, one peaceful step at a time. And although your body remains resting, comfortably supported by the earth, another part of your awareness seems to drift gently toward it, not walking, not traveling, simply noticing, as though the forest itself is showing you one final peaceful place before sleep arrives completely. The path stretches softly ahead between tall trees whose branches arch overhead, creating a natural canopy beneath the stars. Moonlight filters through the leaves, painting silver patterns across the ground below. The air feels cool and fresh, carrying the scent of pine, earth, and distant water. Everything feels familiar here, as though this path has always existed somewhere within your imagination, waiting quietly for a night like this. The forest around the path feels ancient beyond measure. These trees have stood here through storms and sunshine, through summer and winter, through years that became decades, and decades that became centuries. They have witnessed countless nights, just like this one, countless moments of stillness, countless moments of rest, and somehow their quiet presence makes everything feel safe, makes everything feel steady, makes everything feel certain. The path continues onward, without urgency, without destination, without any need to arrive anywhere. And perhaps that feels comforting too, because so much of life is spent moving towards something, chasing something, planning something, working towards something. Yet here, on this ancient forest path, there is nowhere to reach, nothing to achieve, nothing waiting at the end except peace. The moonlight continues falling softly through the branches above, illuminating patches of moss, roots, stones, and ferns growing quietly along the edges of the trail. Everything appears softened by the gentle silver light. Everything appears calmer than it would during the day. The forest seems to transform beneath the moon, becoming quieter, more mysterious, more dreamlike, while still remaining completely safe, completely welcoming, completely at peace. The stream remains somewhere nearby, its gentle sound drifting through the darkness, blending with the night air and the occasional movement of leaves high above. These sounds feel different now, less like separate sounds and more like one continuous rhythm, the rhythm of the forest, breathing slowly through the night, the rhythm of nature, continuing effortlessly, without needing attention, without needing control, without needing anything from you. And your breathing has become a part of that rhythm, slow, steady, comfortable. Each inhale arriving naturally, each exhale releasing more deeply into rest, into stillness, into sleep. The body feels wonderfully distant now, not disconnected, simply relaxed, so completely supported that it barely asks for attention anymore. The shoulders remain soft, the jaw remains relaxed, the muscles remain loose. Every part of you continuing to settle deeper and deeper into comfort. The path stretches onward beneath the moonlit canopy, disappearing gently between the trees ahead. And there is something almost magical about knowing that it never really ends. The forest continues beyond sight. The trees continue beyond sight. The night continues beyond sight, everything extending quietly into the distance, without boundaries, without edges, without needing definition. And as your awareness drifts deeper into relaxation, that endless quality begins spreading through the mind. Thoughts become less defined. The edges of awareness soften. Time itself feels less important. Minutes passing unnoticed, moments blending together. The night unfolding naturally, without effort, without observation, without needing to be measured. The stars remain overhead, their light shining patiently through openings in the canopy. They seem brighter now, somehow. Not because they have changed, but because everything else has grown quieter. And in that quiet, their presence becomes easier to feel. Steady, ancient, unchanging. The same stars that watched over this forest centuries ago. The same stars that watched over every traveler, every resting animal, every sleeping creature that ever found shelter beneath these trees. And tonight, they watch over you, too. The forest holds everything gently. The trees hold the night gently. The earth holds your body gently. The darkness holds your thoughts gently. Nothing is pushed away. Nothing is forced. Nothing is rushed. Everything is allowed to settle naturally into its proper place. The path continues winding softly through the moonlit woodland, while your awareness drifts further and further from wakefulness. The stream grows more distant. The stars grow softer. The forest grows deeper. Everything becoming dreamlike now. Everything becoming quieter now. Everything becoming slower now, as though the entire woodland is preparing for sleep. And perhaps that is exactly what is happening. The trees resting quietly, the animals sleeping peacefully, the stream continuing its endless song beneath the stars, while the forest itself seems to dream around you, holding you safely within its ancient embrace. The path remains there. The moon remains above. The trees remain around you. The stream remains nearby. All of them waiting patiently. All of them continuing faithfully while you drift further into comfort, further into stillness, further into rest. Every breath carrying you deeper, every moment carrying you softer, every sound carrying you further from the world of effort and closer to the world of sleep, where nothing is required, nothing is expected and everything supports you completely as the ancient forest path continues endlessly through the night. The forest continues holding you. The stars continue watching over you, and your awareness continues drifting deeper and deeper and deeper still into the peaceful, timeless, restorative quiet of the sleeping forest. The forest has become deeply asleep now, not silent, not empty, but resting in the way that only ancient places can rest. The clearing remains around you, soft beneath the stars. The stream continues its endless journey through the darkness beyond the trees. The moon remains high above, casting gentle silver light across the sleeping woodland, and everything feels slower now. Everything feels softer now. Everything feels further away from the busy world you left behind. The trees stand peacefully around you, their branches barely moving, their roots resting deep within the cool earth below. They seem completely content to simply be here, beneath the stars, beneath the moonlight, within the stillness of the night. And as you remain here, held safely within the clearing, that same feeling of contentment begins spreading through you. A feeling that nothing is missing. A feeling that nothing needs changing. A feeling that this moment is already enough. The air feels cool and comfortable against your skin, carrying the scent of moss, pine needles, and damp earth. The familiar scent of the forest continuing to surround you like another layer of comfort, another layer of safety, another reminder that everything is exactly as it should be. The stream continues flowing nearby, steady and dependable, its gentle sound blending with the atmosphere of the night, so completely now that it feels impossible to separate one from the other. The sound of water, the sound of stillness, the sound of rest, all becoming part of the same experience, all becoming part of the same peaceful rhythm. Your breathing continues slowing, without effort, without instruction. Each inhale soft and easy, each exhale carrying you deeper into comfort, deeper into stillness, deeper into sleep. The body feels wonderfully heavy now, pleasantly heavy, comfortably heavy, as though every muscle has completely surrendered to the support beneath it. The shoulders feel loose, the arms feel relaxed, the hands feel still, the legs feel supported. Every part of you resting exactly where it is, without needing adjustment, without needing movement, without needing attention. The woodland around you seems to dream quietly beneath the moonlight, the trees dreaming, the earth dreaming, the stream continuing its endless song, while everything else rests peacefully around it. And there is something beautiful about being part of that, part of the stillness, part of the quiet, part of the ancient rhythm that has repeated itself night after night for centuries. The stars continue shining overhead, small and distant, yet somehow comforting, their light traveling impossible distances, only to arrive softly above this forest, above this clearing, above this moment. And as you imagine those stars, their vastness no longer feels overwhelming. Instead, it feels reassuring. A reminder that you do not need to hold everything together. A reminder that the world continues even while you rest. A reminder that it is safe to let go completely. The path you followed earlier seems far away now. The day you lived earlier seems far away now. Even the beginning of this journey feels distant, as though it happened to another version of you a long time ago. Because the deeper you relax, the less important time becomes. The deeper you relax, the less important effort becomes. The deeper you relax, the more natural sleep becomes. The forest understands this. The trees understand this. The night understands this. Everything here seems to know exactly when to be still, exactly when to rest, exactly when to let go. And your body knows too. Your mind knows too. Even if you have forgotten sometimes, the deeper parts of you remember. They remember how to sleep. They remember how to recover. They remember how to settle when safety surrounds them. The darkness continues softening. The sounds continue fading. The thoughts continue drifting away. Everything moving further from wakefulness and closer to dreams, closer to comfort, closer to deep rest. The stream feels more distant now, not because it has moved, but because awareness itself has become softer, less focused, less interested in details, more interested in peace, more interested in stillness, more interested in drifting. The moonlight continues falling gently through the canopy above, touching leaves and branches, touching moss and roots, touching every quiet part of the sleeping woodland, while the forest continues its patient watch over everything resting within it. The clearing feels timeless now, suspended somewhere between night and dream, between awareness and sleep, between thought and silence. A place where nothing happens quickly and nothing needs to happen at all. Only breathing, only resting, only drifting. The stars continue shining softly. The stream continues flowing steadily. The trees continue standing patiently, while your awareness drifts further and further from the waking world. Every breath carrying you deeper, every moment carrying you softer, every sound carrying you further into the heart of the sleeping woodland, where everything is peaceful, everything is safe, everything is quiet, and sleep comes naturally, like moonlight through leaves, like water through a stream, like night settling gently across an ancient forest, holding you completely while you drift deeper and deeper and deeper still into rest through the highest branches, painting pale patterns across the woodland floor, across the moss, across the roots, across the trunks of ancient trees that continue their silent watch through the night. The stars still shine above, small and distant, yet steady and dependable. Their light feels softer now, less like points of brightness, and more like part of the atmosphere, part of the peaceful darkness, part of the dreamlike stillness that fills the forest. Your breathing continues slowly, each inhale arriving naturally, each exhale carrying you deeper into comfort, deeper into quiet, deeper into rest. The body feels wonderfully distant now, not absent, simply relaxed beyond effort, relaxed beyond concern, relaxed beyond the need to pay attention to anything except this feeling of safety. The shoulders feel completely released. The jaw remains soft. The muscles across your back continue sinking deeper into the support beneath you. Every part of you held comfortably by the earth. Every part of you allowed to rest completely. The stream continues its endless song, steady and familiar now, its sound blending with the rhythm of your breathing until they seem almost connected. The water flowing onward, the breath flowing inward, the water flowing onward, the breath flowing outward, one rhythm supporting another, one peaceful movement supporting the next. The forest seems to dream around you, the trees dreaming quietly beneath the moonlight, the earth dreaming quietly beneath the roots, the woodland itself resting within the embrace of the night, and because everything around you has become so calm, so settled, so completely at ease, it becomes easier to allow yourself to become calm too, to become settled too, to become completely at ease. The thoughts that once felt important seem almost impossible to find now, not because they have been forced away, but because they no longer matter. Not here, not tonight. The questions can wait. The plans can wait. The decisions can wait. Tomorrow can wait. Everything belongs to another time, another place, another version of the day, far beyond the edges of this forest, far beyond the boundaries of this peaceful clearing. Here there is only rest, only breathing, only the steady presence of the woodland around you. The night continues unfolding gently, minute by minute, without needing attention, without needing observation, without needing anything from you. Time feels different here, softer somehow, less structured, less important. Moments blend together effortlessly. The beginning of the night feels distant now. The earlier sections of your journey feel distant now. Even the path that brought you here has faded gently into memory. All that remains is this feeling of being held, of being supported, of being safe within the sleeping forest. The moonlight continues falling softly through gaps in the canopy, touching leaves and branches, touching the moss around you, touching the quiet earth that carries your weight completely. Nothing asks anything of you. The stars ask nothing. The stream asks nothing. The trees ask nothing. The night asks nothing. Everything here simply allows you to exist without effort, to rest without condition, to sleep without resistance. And there is relief in that. A deep and quiet relief that spreads through every part of you, like warmth spreading through cold hands, like sunlight through morning mist, like water moving gently downstream. The forest understands rest. The forest understands patience. The forest understands stillness because it has practiced them for longer than anyone can imagine. And as you remain here, held beneath the stars, supported by the earth, surrounded by trees, that ancient understanding seems to spread through you. The body remembers how to rest. The mind remembers how to soften. The nervous system remembers that it does not need to remain alert forever. It can let go now. It can trust now. It can drift now. The darkness feels softer still. The sounds feel more distant still. The thoughts feel quieter still. Everything continuing to fade gently into the background, while comfort moves into the foreground, while stillness moves into the foreground, while sleep moves closer and closer and closer. The stream continues flowing. The stars continue shining. The moon continues watching quietly. The trees continue standing patiently, while the forest holds everything, every shadow, every branch, every sleeping creature, every peaceful sound, and every resting thought beneath its canopy, including you, especially you, held gently by the woodland, held softly by the night, held completely by the earth beneath you, while every breath carries you deeper, every moment carries you further, and every passing minute guides you quietly toward the deepest rest of the entire night, where dreams drift softly through the darkness, where awareness becomes light, where the body restores itself, and where the sleeping forest continues watching over you, patiently, faithfully, and completely, until morning arrives in its own perfect time. The forest feels endless now. Not endless in distance, but endless in stillness, endless in patience, endless in the quiet comfort that surrounds you completely. The clearing remains where it has always been, soft beneath the night sky, held within the shelter of ancient trees, resting peacefully beneath the stars. The stream continues its gentle journey through darkness and moonlight, moving steadily onward, without effort, without resistance, without ever needing to hurry. And somehow, everything within the forest seems to have found perfect balance, everything moving exactly as it should, everything resting exactly as it should, everything existing exactly as it should. The moon has traveled further now, its light softer than before, spilling quietly through the canopy, touching leaves and branches, touching roots and stones, touching the moss beneath you with a calm silver glow that seems to belong to dreams as much as reality. The stars remain overhead, countless distant lights watching quietly from above. Their presence feels familiar now, steady and comforting, like old companions that have remained with you through every stage of the night. The body feels wonderfully far away, not disconnected, simply free from effort, free from tension, free from the need to pay attention to anything at all. The shoulders remain completely relaxed. The jaw remains soft. The muscles remain loose and still. Every part of you resting deeply now. Every part of you supported completely now. The earth carries your weight. The forest carries your awareness. The night carries your thoughts away until there is almost nothing left to hold on to and almost nothing left to let go of. Only rest remains. Only comfort remains. Only stillness remains. The stream continues flowing nearby. Its sound now feels timeless, like something that has always existed and always will exist. A gentle rhythm beneath everything. A quiet reminder that life continues naturally when it is allowed to. The water does not force itself forward. The forest does not force itself to grow. The stars do not force themselves to shine. And you do not need to force yourself to sleep. The deeper parts of you already know what to do. The deeper parts of you already understand how to rest, how to recover, how to drift into the healing darkness of a peaceful night. The forest around you seems to breathe slowly through every tree, through every branch, through every movement of air, high above the canopy, and your breathing has become part of that rhythm now. Slow and steady, easy and natural, comfortable and familiar. Each inhale arriving softly, each exhale releasing completely, each breath carrying you deeper into the endless forest of rest. The thoughts that once felt important have become distant echoes now, fading further and further away until they are little more than gentle impressions, appearing briefly and dissolving quietly, without needing attention, without needing meaning, without needing anything. The night holds them gently and lets them pass. The forest holds them gently and lets them pass. The darkness holds them gently and lets them pass. Everything here understands that nothing needs to be held forever. Leaves fall from branches. Streams leave the mountains. Clouds leave the sky. And thoughts leave the mind. When they are ready, without force, without struggle, without resistance, the clearing feels suspended in time. A peaceful place beyond schedules, beyond responsibilities, beyond expectations. A place where nothing is measured and nothing is rushed. A place where rest is enough. A place where simply existing is enough. a place where you are enough, exactly as you are. The moonlight continues falling softly. The stars continue shining patiently. The stream continues singing quietly. The trees continue standing watch, while the forest holds everything within its ancient embrace. Every root, every leaf, every shadow, every sleeping creature, every peaceful sound, and every part of you held gently, held safely, held completely. The deeper you drift, the less important awareness becomes. The deeper you drift, the less important time becomes. The deeper you drift, the more natural sleep becomes, as though the entire forest is guiding you toward it. The stream guiding you, the stars guiding you, the moonlight guiding you, the trees guiding you, everything quietly pointing toward the same destination. Rest, deep rest, effortless rest, the kind of rest that restores the body, the kind of rest that calms the nervous system, the kind of rest that allows the mind to settle completely. The forest has become a place beyond thought now, a place beyond effort now, a place beyond waking now, a place where only comfort remains, only peace remains, only stillness remains. The night continues unfolding far beyond awareness. The hours continue passing far beyond awareness. The stream continues flowing far beyond awareness, while you drift deeper and deeper and deeper still into the quiet heart of the sleeping woodland, where the stars shine softly, where the moon watches patiently, where the trees stand faithfully, and where the earth holds you completely. Through every moment of the night, through every dream, through every breath, through every peaceful hour, until morning eventually arrives, slowly, gently, and naturally. The forest will remain here. The clearing will remain here. The stream will remain here. The stars will remain here, waiting patiently whenever you need to return, whenever you need to rest, whenever you need to let go. But for now, there is only this, only comfort, only stillness, only the endless forest of rest, holding you softly, holding you safely, holding you completely, while sleep deepens and deepens and deepens through the remainder of the night. Peacefully, effortlessly, and completely, the forest remains around you, quiet and unchanged, resting beneath the stars, resting beneath the fading moonlight, resting within the deep stillness that belongs only to the final hours of a peaceful night. Everything feels softer now than it did before. The stream feels softer. The darkness feels softer. Even the silence itself seems softer somehow, as though the entire woodland has settled into a deeper level of rest. The trees stand peacefully around the clearing, their branches motionless overhead, their roots resting deeply within the earth below. Nothing disturbs them, nothing rushes them, nothing asks them to become anything other than what they are. And there is something deeply comforting in that. The understanding that rest does not need to be earned. The understanding that peace does not need to be achieved. The understanding that simply being is enough. Tonight, it is enough to breathe. It is enough to rest. It is enough to allow the forest to hold everything else for a little while. The stream continues its journey through darkness and stone, through roots and moss, through the sleeping woodland, moving with perfect certainty, without ever needing to question where it is going. And perhaps some deeper part of you has begun to move in the same way. Not physically, not consciously, but quietly and naturally, following the current of sleep toward deeper rest, toward deeper comfort, toward deeper stillness. The body feels wonderfully distant now, not absent, simply relaxed beyond awareness. The shoulders no longer need attention. The arms no longer need attention. The legs no longer need attention. Every muscle, every joint, every part of you continuing its journey into deeper and deeper relaxation without needing instruction, without needing effort, without needing anything at all. The stars remain overhead, though perhaps they feel very far away now, like gentle lights seen through a dream, soft and distant, yet somehow reassuring, always present, always steady, always watching quietly over the forest below. The moon continues its slow journey across the sky, its light becoming gentler with each passing hour, spilling softly across the canopy and across the clearing, where everything rests peacefully beneath its glow. The forest feels endless now, not because it stretches forever, but because its peace seems endless. Its patience seems endless. Its stillness seems endless. Every direction offering more quiet, every direction offering more calm, every direction offering more rest. And somewhere within that endless calm, your awareness continues softening, thoughts becoming lighter, memories becoming quieter, the need to understand becoming smaller and smaller, until there is only the experience of resting, the experience of drifting, the experience of being held within something ancient, something safe, something completely at peace. The stream continues flowing. The stars continue shining. The trees continue standing watch. The earth continues supporting you. Everything continuing effortlessly. Everything continuing naturally. Everything continuing without demand, while you drift further and further and further away from the waking world. The night seems almost suspended now, balanced perfectly between darkness and the distant promise of morning, a time when the forest belongs entirely to itself, a time when every living thing rests deeply beneath the canopy, a time when the world feels softer, slower, and kinder somehow. And as you remain here, surrounded by the sleeping woodland, it becomes easier than ever to let go completely, to release the final traces of awareness, to release the final traces of effort, to release the final traces of holding on. The forest can carry them now. The night can carry them now. The earth can carry them now. You no longer need to. Everything is safe. Everything is calm. Everything is exactly as it should be. The stream continues its endless song. The moonlight continues falling softly. The stars continue their silent watch, while the forest beyond dreams, holds you completely, holds you gently, holds you patiently, through every breath, through every moment, through every dream, and through every peaceful hour that remains before morning, until there is only stillness, only comfort, only rest, and the quiet understanding that you are completely safe here, completely supported here, and completely free to sleep.